Welcome to the Ebb and Flow of Power Radio. This is Thomas Babcock coming to you from deep within the heart of the Kansai region of Japan. I'd like to do some shout-outs this week. We got some people from Berlin, some other people from Japan. I'd like to say hi. Thanks, guys, for listening, coming to the blog, checking it out. We did some high numbers this last week. I'd like to say thank you for all the people visiting and checking out my site. Looking for some real information out there, some alternative media, some true alternative media. Hey, this week we were looking at some articles here on the Ebb and Flow of Power blog site, and the first one we got here is the Electronic Police State 2008 National Rankings. Now this is last year's national rankings, and I was surprised when I found this because I was just astounded. I was surprised. I'm a middle-aged guy. Okay, and I remember, Brezhnev and the Soviet Union and the Eastern Bloc and all that good stuff, all that Cold War stuff. And during the whole time in the Cold War, hey, look, the United States is for democracy and the republic and freedom of expression and freedom of this and freedom of that. And what happens now? It's 2009, and we're sixth on a police state ranking, one being the most the country that has the most government control, and 52 being the least amount of government control. And there is America, sixth. I could not believe this. This is ridiculous. Okay, folks, I'm sorry. This is ridiculous. People died, supposedly for freedom. Okay, Vietnam War. Who remembers that? I do. I remember when I was a kid, the peace agreements being signed on a Saturday morning, interrupting my cartoon watching time. Okay, so we're not talking ancient history. We fought supposedly for freedom. People died for this thing. There's a black granite wall in Washington, D.C. And here we end up. We end up only 5 positions away from communist China. And even worse is North Korea is number 2. So here we have China number 1, North Korea number 2, Belarus number 3, Russia number 4, United Kingdom number 5, and the United States number 6. Okay, now you say, well, North Korea, they don't have anything. They're just a little, small country, small police state country. Yeah, they may not have as big a cage as the average American, but you're still in a cage, guys. You're still in a cage. See, this is what I'm talking about. See, in order for you to understand what's really going on in your life, you need to sit there and pick up a book, read a document, look at what's going on in your life, seeing who's affecting it, or how you can affect it. How can you affect the situation going on in your life? Read a book, read documents, get the information. And get the information first, get the knowledge first, then decide on a plan of action, what you can do to change it. Because there is always something you can do to change it. Always something you can do to change the situation you're in. Become aware. That's the first step, that something is not right. Second step, read something. Get the knowledge. Third step, make a plan. Fourth step, take action. This is what it's about. There was a Godfather movie, Godfather 1. Marlon Brando sits there and goes, talking to Al Pacino, and he says, Mike, what was it? He says, women and children can't afford to be careless. We can't. We can't afford to be careless. See, that's every American, and I'm not talking, excluding women or anybody. What I'm saying is, we cannot afford to be careless. This is our lives. This is our supposedly our government telling us what to do. See, that's what they want to do. They want to control everything in your daily life without giving you the opportunity to control the government. I think that's BS. Okay? That is completely not right. That's not what people died for us to be in 6th place on a police state ranking or police state ranking sheet. That's ridiculous. Here we also have the government is not only after your guns. Anti-gun land bill moving again gun owners of America today. Okay, you know what I hate to tell you, folks. Whenever a government is trying to control weapons of the weapons that the people have, it's not good. It's not good. The only reason why it works here in Japan, I'll clue you here. Here in Japan, yeah, you say, well, in Japan, no one has guns. You know, and you say, well, it worked in Japan. Yeah, but the Japanese government doesn't have a military, a standing military. That's the big difference. Learn what's going on, because there's always going to be someone telling you, or shading the argument, or doing it from a different angle, or putting spin on it. You need to find out for yourself. Okay? The only reason why gun control works in Japan is because they have no standing military. And they have the Constitution strongly forbids any action by the military on Japanese soil. So don't get confused. Don't be lied to. Okay, this is what you got to do. You got to break through the doublethink. You got to break through the newspeak, doublethink junk. You know, you're sitting there. You know, a lot of Americans are sitting there complaining about a $2 or a $3 gallon of gas, and they're holding a $4 cup of coffee in their hands. That's ridiculous. You're sitting there. You got people sitting there going, "Oh, you know, politicians are bad. Oh, politicians are corrupt. Politicians are evil." And then they turn around in the next breath and say, well, the government's trying to help us and Obama's trying to help us. Okay, excuse me. What is Obama? He is a politician. Who runs the government? Politicians. Get a clue. Okay? This doublethink that most Americans have, where you guys are the richest nation in the world. We're the richest and freest nation in the world. Take a look at the list. You're number 6. And the last time I checked, we're going into a depression. So the doublethink isn't working anymore. You know, I hate to be so tough, but this is what it's about, man. We cannot afford to sit around with our hands, sitting on our hands, doing nothing. Governments, by definition, governments retain or get their power from the people. Okay, their power. The government gets their power from the people, not the other way around. And when it is the other way around, where governments grab their own power, that's no longer a democracy. That's no longer a republic. And the last time I checked, I don't hear a lot of people on the news saying republic and democracy in the United States anymore. So you might want to really actually stop with the doublethink and think about it. Think about no one's mentioning republic or democracy anymore. Okay, this is Thomas Babcock signing out from Japan. See you later.